Okay, so the last couple games, Bob has only allowed one goal in 2 games. And now tonight, Spencer's going to play. Spencer, don't screw it up. Don't screw it up, Spencer, or we'll pack you up in a packing plane and ship you back to Russia.
The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1,
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right, Panther fans. So, got the Islanders tonight. Spencer Knight is in net tonight. And this should be a 4-point weekend. No disrespect to the Islanders. I understand that they've won 7 straight. However, if you watch the NHL enough, you know that usually when a team is getting ready to lose or to end their winning streak, the final game of the winning streak many times is an overtime or shootout win, which is what the Islanders did last night in Tampa. So we are no more rested than they are, although I would expect that they had to work a lot harder, obviously, to get the overtime victory against the Lightning than we had to work to get our 2 points against the Hawks. What does that mean? It means Adam Boqvist will probably get a goal. That's really what it means. Now, I know there's a few people that weren't exactly thrilled that we let Boqvist go. Islanders pick him up. He got a goal in his first game last night. Good for him. Go for them. I'm not go for them. You know what I'm saying. I'm not worried about the Islanders. Now, Boqvist has some talent. He was an 8th overall pick at some point not that long ago. But he was not about to be... We weren't going to run into the playoffs with Boqvist on the second line with Mikkola. And really, that's kind of what we need to do. We might keep Kulikov and Mikkola together for the play. This is the second time I've recorded this segment. I can't talk. We might keep Mikkola and Kulikov together for the postseason. However, it would be a better idea if maybe we went out and got Cale Makar to put next to Mikkola on the second pair and then put Kulikov on the bottom pair. Let's see how many of you think I'm serious there. All right, Spencer. Bob has allowed 1 goal in 2 games. It's your turn, dude. Give me 2 points. All right, so it's 2-0 Carter Verhaeghe after the first period. My apologies, the water softener. It has a mind of its own, so that's the noise you hear in the background. So, last night on the stream, we got a power play, and I said, it'd be nice if Verhaeghe could get a goal. Let's get Swaggy going. And since then, he's the only one on the team that scored a goal. It's 3 straight goals for Verhaeghe. We're on hat trick watch. Now, unfortunately for you Islanders fans, I kind of feel bad for you. We're playing, I forget the kid's name. The goalie in net right now is his first NHL game. That's rough. That's kind of hard. You would have thought that maybe, I know that this might go backwards in terms of how it usually would go, but since the Islanders were going to come in and play Florida on the second of a back-to-back here, and Florida's kind of the better team than Tampa right now, not by much, but I guess the point I'm making is maybe you could have played the kid against Tampa when the team was a little bit fresher, because the Isles don't have any legs. They are not in this game, and the poor kid is just getting plastered. He's made some saves, though. He's made some saves, but boy, what a way to welcome to the NHL, huh? So everybody's taking shots. Everybody wants to get on the fun. It's only 2-0. He has made some saves, so there's that. We killed off a penalty, but this one might, it has the possibility of getting ugly. Let's move on to the second. Okay. That's better. It's 4-3 Panthers after 2. Now, why can we not be normal? Why can we not be normal in the second period? We let them come all the way back and take the lead 3-2. on just some of the most egregiously lazy, stupid, moronic, pathetic defensive play in front of the net that we've seen around here in a long time. Just letting guys. At one point, Schmidt let two guys get behind him, just standing there in front of Spencer Knight, having a Coke and a smile. Unbelievable. It was terrible. Power play comes, Lusterine can't clear the puck. You knew it. As soon as you saw Lusterine not be able to clear that puck, we all knew puck was going in the back of net. Sure enough. So, Islanders get the lead 3-2, and then we score 2 goals in 17 seconds and take the lead back. Rodriguez and then Reinhart on a beautiful feed from, well, on a give and go, Reinhart, Forsling back to Reinhart. And I'm not sure who number 28 is on defense for the Islanders, but he basically pulled a Schmidt too, where Reinhart passes the puck to Forsling, and 28 had good position, and he just watches Reinhart go right by and tip the puck back into the net. And so we're winning 4-3. Now, we had played a little bit better the last couple second periods, although yesterday against the Hawks, remember, it got a little dicey. I don't understand why we were so bad in the second period. That's the first question I have. The second question is, why will none of the media ask the question of, hey, Paul, why do we suck in the second period? I genuinely want to know. It's bad. We've had like 2 games this year where we've had a good second period. And otherwise, it's been like this. So who knows what's going to happen. We can't use the back-to-back excuse because the Islanders played last night. We sure as hell better not get goalied by a guy in his first NHL game. We should be peppering this guy with shots like we did in the first period. So, let's move on to third period. This better not go to overtime. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 points and Carter Verhaeghe with the hat trick. Now, what we do around here, if you're new around here, is right over here is the top of the flash for the camera. I take the hat, I try to throw the hat and have it hang off of the flash of the camera. I have never done it during a Panthers game. I managed to do it one time years ago when I did a recap for the Colorado Avalanche and Nathan MacKinnon had a hat trick. So, let's try it. Let's go. It sounds easy, but it's not as easy as you would think. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Oh, jeez. That's terrible. I didn't even hit the camera. God, it's so terrible. All right, so Carter Verhaeghe, 3 goals on 3 shots. So we just slept through the second period. We just can't be normal in the second period at all. But 6-3. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. So what did we ask for? 4 points over the weekend. What do we get? We got 4 points. And we should. We should, okay? When you looked at the schedule and you saw we were going to have 2 nights off and a game and 2 nights off and back-to-back against the Blackhawks and the Islanders played Tampa last night. Only a dumbass would not win those games, all right? These were 6 points that we absolutely should have, and they should look like it did. You know what I mean? With the shutout and winning big last night and getting 6 goals tonight against the kid who's never played in the NHL. Feel bad for that dude. I think Skarek was his name. The only flaw was obviously the third period or the second period there. Just stop letting guys stand in front of Spencer Knight. Now, the one goal that was from out, well, none of the goals were really bad on Knight. The 2, he did give up some rebounds, but we're letting guys stand right in front of the net. And then the third shot was from the point, but it got deflected right before it got to him. So, oh my gosh, oh no, now he had a game where he allowed 3 goals. It's been a while, so I know we should probably call up Drieger now, right? So we're good to go there. So what do we see? The top line has like 50 goals in the last 3 games. Top line, Maurice has got it. Good there. Barkov, Reinhart, Verhaeghe, leave it. Reinhart or Verhaeghe, well, Reinhart scored, but Verhaeghe is completely all the way back. Now, Bennett, Tkachuk, Boquist is nowhere near as noticeable as Bennett, Tkachuk, Samoskevich. So I'm looking forward to when that kid gets back. Bennett and Kachuk were good. Chucky got an empty net goal. Bennett looked pretty much like himself. But with Samaskevich's speed and tenacity, it just makes that line work a little bit differently. Lundell, Lusterine, and Rodriguez. All of a sudden now Rodriguez got moved up from the fourth line. He looks like himself again, right? So that's good. What about the fourth line? Gadjevich laid a big hit. Greer and Nosek kind of didn't see a whole lot from there tonight, but Nosek's doing good in the face-off circle. And then defensively, it works. It works. Forsling Ekblad was working. Mikola Kulikov. Mikola, it was a weird sequence there at the end of the third period. He did get called for a hold, which was garbage in the second period. And then, I forget who the Islander player was, but they both came down the ice and they held each other. And instead of just not calling anything, they called 2 minutes for holding on both guys. It's like, come on, ref, I know you need your camera time, but that was stupid. So it led to 4-on-4. I don't know if that's when we scored or if it was after that when Verhaeghe got the hat trick, got goal number 5. The only other thing, obviously the bottom pair, Balinskis was kind of non-factor-ish because Schmidt was a factor tonight, just not in the way you'd want to see him. Now, I like Nate Schmidt. He looks like he's a decent guy. He gives all the effort, but especially on the second night of back-to-backs, no, we're going to need some reinforcements there on the defensive end. Right now, we quite literally have nobody on the bench. So I know, I think we all feel pretty confident that we're not going into the playoffs with these 6 guys on defense. I think we're going to see at least 1, if not 2 new guys come in, maybe just solidify the bottom pair. But for now, it works. I know we're not going to get rid of Schmidt, but he should be off the bench come playoff time because it just doesn't seem like he's going to have the gas to play every other night the way that you're going to play at that level in the playoffs. So, and then Spencer, he looked good. He had, the second period wasn't fantastic. I wouldn't put it all on him. He was giving up some rebounds, but it's not his fault if the guy is just like left alone in front of the net there. So, it's a good, beautiful weekend. This is exactly what we need. And at home, we've talked about this, right? We had not been putting great efforts on the ice at home. People paying all sorts of money, and the parking's like $6,000. Put a good product on the ice at home. Now, if we could just figure out why we suck in the second periods, we might be able to win the cup again. We're not going to win the cup if we suck in the second period. We're not going to have the option to play a good first, a good third, and win games. Again, it's got to get solved. I don't know if it's like, I don't want to say it's on purpose, but in a way, you know that they're trying to conserve energy, and the way it looks, because it's been almost every second period, right? I think this was game 54. I would say, I don't even know if I'm exaggerating to say at least 45 of the 54 games, it's been a bad second period. I don't know that that's an exaggeration. I don't think I can count on one hand. I don't think I need 2 hands to count how many times I've come in here and said the second period was good. So, absent any evidence of why that would be, it almost feels as though they're saying, look, we're trying to conserve energy. We're going to play a good first, and we're going to play a good third, and we're going to try to survive the second. And it legitimately looks as though that is strategic. That's the only thing that makes any sense in terms of why we've gone out and just like the difference between this game. All over them in the first period. Shot after shot after shot and cycling the puck and just looking completely like ourselves. And then sleepwalking in the second period. Nothing. All of it gone. So the way it feels to me is though it's purposeful. Not saying I agree with it being the strategy. And Lord knows we can't do it in the postseason. But I just wonder if that's the way that they have decided to conserve energy, is just to not play in the second period. I mean it. I know it sounds crazy, but kind of looks that way. So, all right. Got to do it. Thank you, everybody, for coming out to the stream. Really appreciate all the super chats. Genuinely, it was fantastic tonight. A lot of you gifted memberships. Members podcast is back Monday through Friday. I usually have it out maybe about 1:30, 1:45. As soon as the noon stream is done, then I put out the podcast. And I'm going to start trying to have a guest here or there. And as you know, as we get closer to the playoffs and everything, those shows will be a little bit more in depth. I'm still going to attempt to do it during the break. So we'll see if we can get some guests and everything like that. Because that's it. We got Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And then I believe that's it for the break, right? And then you got the whole Four Nations. We are going to be streaming those games. I know some people have been asking. Content's not going to stop. We will be streaming the games. I will be doing recaps for those games. So that'll be a little bit something fun and different to have. All right, big, fat, beautiful 2 points. I will see you tomorrow at noon. And now the rest of this schedule is not as easy. So it's a good thing we got to 6 points. Because we got Ottawa on Saturday. And they're likely to be pissy.